You meet someone new, and for a moment it feels different, safe, exciting. But weeks later, you find yourself in the same place again, anxious, confused, and questioning everything. Hi everyone, my name is Anisha Nassali, and today I want to gently untangle something many of us carry quietly. The question of why we keep choosing people who break us, even when we know better. It's not about having bad taste or being too nice. It runs deeper, through past wounds, unmet needs, and quiet beliefs that we don't even realize that we hold. If you've ever asked yourself, why does this keep happening to me? You're not alone. And today we're going to talk about it honestly, without shame, so that you can begin to break the cycle, unpacking your unconscious patterns. Sometimes the people we attract aren't just a reflection of what we want, they're a reflection of what we've learned to tolerate. That learning often begins long before we dated anyone. Childhood conditioning and attachment styles. The way we love or accept love is shaped in childhood. Maybe you had a parent who was emotionally distant or only showed affection when you behaved in a certain way. Over time, your nervous system learnt a rule. Love feels uncertain. Love must be earned. This is how attachment styles form. Anxious types chase closeness. Avoidant ones push away. Disorganized styles swing both, craving intimacy and fearing it at the same time. Most of us isn't conscious. We don't walk into a relationship thinking, I want chaos. But when chaos feels familiar, we confuse it for connection, low self-esteem and self-worth. If you don't believe you deserve more, you will settle for less. Toxic partners can sense that, like a radar locked on insecurity. They know just how to charm you until they no longer have to. When your inner voice whispers, this is the best I can get, you begin to excuse unacceptable behavior. You become the fixer, the forgiver, the one who always makes it work. People pleasing isn't kindness, it's fear in disguise. Fear of being left, fear of being unwanted. But the more you betray yourself to keep someone, the lonelier love becomes. Unsolved trauma and wounds. Even subtle wounds can leave deep marks. A betrayal, a toxic ex, a childhood spent trying to be enough. When those wounds remain open, they create a magnetic pull, not towards healing, but towards repetition. You might not even realize it, but part of you is trying to fix the past by reenacting it in the present. It's called trauma repetition. You're drawn to what feels familiar even if it hurts. And without awareness, pain becomes your compass, always pointing you towards people who echo your past. Lack of clear boundaries. Boundaries are not walls, they're invitations for respect. But when you haven't learned how to draw those lines, people walk right over you. If you grew up being taught to be nice, don't make a scene, keep the peace, you may struggle to say no, even when everything in you wants to. Toxic partners thrive in boundaryless spaces. They test you, push you, manipulate you, just to see what they can get away with. And without strong boundaries, disrespect becomes normalized and love starts to feel like survival. Before we move on to the next part of the video, feel free to share your thoughts and suggestions in the comment section below. How your environment and choices play a role. Not all wounds are internal. Sometimes the world around you quietly reinforces the very pain you're trying to escape, ignoring red flags. In the beginning, it feels like a dream. They say all the right things, text you non-stop, want to be with you even every moment. You call it passion, but sometimes it's control dressed as care. Red flags don't always scream. Sometimes they whisper, a small gut feeling, a tiny pause. But when you're craving love, you might explain the signs away. They're just jealous because they care. Controlling because they've been hurt. Cold because they've had a bad day. You wait, hoping love will fix them. But red flags don't fade away, they grow. Over-empathy fixer mentality. You see their pain, their past, their potential. And somewhere deep inside, you believe you can heal it. If you love them enough, if you stay long enough. But love shouldn't feel like emotional labor. You weren't meant to be someone's therapist, savior, or rehab. Toxic partners often sense your empathy and use it. They make their chaos your responsibility and call it connection. Sometimes the need to fix others is just a reflection of the parts of you still waiting to be saved. Social circle and influence. If everyone around you normalizes dysfunction, you begin to question their instincts. You hear, all relationships have problems. That's just how men are. And slowly you lower your standards to match their silence. When toxic love is your only model, it becomes your measure of normal. That's why it matters who you're surrounded by. Supportive voices create spaces for change, but the wrong voices keep you stuck in cycles you never chose. Breaking the cycle. Breaking patterns doesn't happen in a single decision. It happens in hundreds of small ones made day by day. Self-awareness is key. Everything starts with noticing the moments that triggered you, the patterns you've repeated, and the needs that went unmet. Ask yourself, what did I ignore? What was I trying to fix in them that I need to heal in myself? And most importantly, what does a safe, loving relationship even look like to me? Journaling, reflecting, naming the truth without shame. That's how clarity begins. Rebuilding self-esteem and self-worth. You're not broken, you're healing. And every act of self-care, no matter how small, is proof. Start simple. Say no when something feels wrong. Celebrate the days that you speak up. Remind yourself of what makes you feel whole outside of any relationship. Therapy, affirmations, gratitude lists, even quiet walks where you can breathe and feel your own presence. You don't have to feel worthy to start. You become worthy by showing up for yourself over and over again. Establishing rock-solid boundaries. Boundaries aren't punishments, they're protection. They sound like, this isn't okay with me. I need space right now. I'm not available for that kind of treatment. At first it feels uncomfortable. You might worry about seeming rude or losing someone, but the right people won't leave because of your boundaries. They'll respect you more for having them. Your peace should never feel negotiable. Professional support. Sometimes healing needs more than self-help. It needs guidance. Someone who can walk you through the deeper layers of your story. Therapists, coaches, support groups, they're not signs of weakness. They're signs of wisdom. Knowing that you don't have to do it alone. Unpacking trauma, learning new relationship skills, developing emotional resilience, all become possible when you have the right supports beside you. If you've ever wondered why you attract toxic love, the answer isn't that you're flawed. It's that your patterns are trying to protect you, but in the wrong ways. You don't need to be perfect to break the cycle. You just need to be conscious. Healing is possible, and the love that you're looking for begins with how you love yourself. If this resonated with you at all, hit the like button and subscribe for more insight on building healthier relationships. Share your thoughts in the comments. What's one step you'll take today towards attracting the love that you deserve? And for a deeper dive into this work, check out my free video linked below in the description box. In the meantime, take care of yourself because you deserve it.